So if you're watching this video, you've probably already bought Agency Navigator or you're thinking about buying it. Today, I'm going to break down exactly everything you need to know regarding the software costs that he mentions in the course, whether you need it and you don't need it. And at the end, I'm going to show you the one thing that helped me scale from 0 to 10K a month within just 1 year of starting my agency. And before this, I had absolutely no experience doing any agency work, online stuff. Heck, I was a physiotherapist. I had nothing to do with this field. So make sure you stick around to the very end for that. So here it is. This is the Agency Navigator complete software stack of what you need and don't need. So here I've broken down the softwares into 7 main softwares. First, we got ClickFunnels. This is probably one of the most talked about softwares on Agency Navigator, whether you need it or don't need it. It's essentially just a website / funnel builder software. I'm going to go through what are all the other alternatives that you can have. Next, we've got Agency Flow. This is Iman's own software, which is a CRM. On top of that, it has invoicing features as well as a communication platform that's native on the software. We've got Calendly. This is just a simple calendar software. Then you've got your Google Suite. Its role is mainly for any business registrations or domains. Then you've got Zoom. Now, everyone knows Zoom. It's about video calls so that you can set up meetings with your clients. Loom, you've got it for any video recordings. I'm using Loom right now. And then lastly, you've got Instantly, which is a emailing software that helps you automate a lot of emails so that you can really mass outreach. Now, let's go into the first software, ClickFunnels. And I've seen so many people on the group debating about whether ClickFunnels is better, whether they need it or don't need it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I started out, I did use ClickFunnels. And the main reason for that is because I simply had zero experience running an agency or any online business. And because Iman already had his templates filled out for me, it was actually a very attractive offer. I'm like, $97, it's a bit expensive, but if I can just get everything set up, I'll cop it, because all I needed to do was simply slot in Iman's templates into ClickFunnels and then edit it my own. I think I spent around 1 or 2 days setting it up and it was just done. I didn't have to worry about it. But there are some other alternatives. Now, the first one is Wix. Wix costs much cheaper at around a third of its price at $30 a month. It is pretty user-friendly, but you don't have any templates for agencies that's already been given to you, like ClickFunnels, like what Iman said. There's also System.io. Now, there's a free version, or you can go for a paid version, but honestly, the free version is pretty solid and it's got everything that you need. WordPress is probably one of the most famous things for website building. It costs around $10 a month. But if you're a beginner, I honestly probably wouldn't suggest you to touch WordPress because it can get a little bit more complex. Now, by the sounds of that, it sounds like if you're a complete beginner, ClickFunnels is the way to go. But at the end, I do have a software that I want to recommend you to use because that's the software that I'm using now instead of ClickFunnels. And what's really amazing about this software's feature was when I switched from ClickFunnels to this software, I was able to import all my funnels that are already built out directly in here with just 2 clicks. On top of that, I was able to grab all of Iman's templates and import it to this software as well. So I'm going to show you that at the very end. Next, we've got Agency Flow. Now, Agency Flow is around $69 a month. If you're a new beginner, they might offer you attractive deals like $30 a month for a limited 3 users, or like $10 or $15 a month for 1 user. And you gradually build up. But I kind of forgot the prices of that because I don't really use Agency Flow now. I used to use it, but this new software that I mentioned before also replaces Agency Flow. But let's break down Agency Flow in a little bit more. So first is the communication platform. You can very easily use Slack, and it is free unless you need to start adding external users to your account. Meaning that if you have a team of your own, let's say you're an agency owner and you've got, let's say, a media buyer coming in, you can create an account under your own user. So let's say you have your own domain, you can create an email for him and you can actually add him into the channel and communicate with him completely for free. Next, you have Stripe. Stripe is just a payment processor, which can also do invoices. So if you're starting out, just invoice people manually through Stripe. And you can create automatic monthly recurring payments as well. Next, you have Asana, which is like a management task for your team or for your clients for things that you want them to do. Honestly, you probably don't need it at the start. It costs $30 a month. Not needed, in my opinion. All right, let's go on. Google Suite, 100% you need this. If you're starting any business, you need business registration so that you're not evading taxes. You need to do this properly. And at just $6 a month, it's a no-brainer. Let's keep going. Following this, I've got what we call the accessory softwares. Now, from these 4, you can see it's Calendly, Zoom, Loom, and Instantly. Calendly, for all of these 4 softwares, they are what I say the good to have, but not essentials. Because for Calendly, there is also a free version as well as Zoom. While there are only $8 to $15 for every one of these softwares, if you decide to pay for them every single month, it can get a little bit pricey. So for Calendly, there is the free version, which allows you to make one booking appointment. Just use that for now until you're starting to actually book a lot more clients. Zoom, this is probably the one that I would suggest you buying first out of the four, because there is a time limit of 45 minutes. And I have been in the instances where I've been talking to a client, we're starting to reach that 45 minutes, and it starts to give you a time. It's like, hey, your call's ending in 10 minutes because you don't have the paid subscription. It is a little bit awkward, not gonna lie. You can simply just restart the meeting and then you'll have another 45 minutes, but you probably don't want to do that during your client sales calls. So Zoom is probably one of the things that I would buy as soon as I can, especially when you're starting to make some meetings that might go for a bit longer. Next, you have Loom, which is a video recording software, the one I'm using right now, as I mentioned before. And you can have 25 videos for free on the software. And if you go over, you can just delete them. So just use the free version until you start making some money. And lastly, we've got Instantly. It's probably one of the best software for email mass outreach. Like this, when I mean mass outreach, I don't mean 10 to 20 a day. I mean hundreds to thousands a day. And versus MailChimp, Lemlist, HubSpot, I've used all of them, and Instantly, in my opinion, is the number one pick. So if you're going for mass email outreach as your outreach method, you can use Instantly. If not, I would just suggest you don't even use that. If you're going for really personalized emails, just send them by hand. All right. Now, this is the ultimate software that I wanted to tell you all about, and it's called Gohighlevel. What it is essentially it replaces all of these softwares from ClickFunnels, Agency Flow, Calendly, Instantly, and more. Okay? And you might think, how it replaces all of these softwares, how much can it cost? Right? This is the complete table that they have on their website to show everything that they actually replace. So not only websites, they have a CRM, pipeline management. They've got their sales funnels, website builder. See, it replaces Wix and WordPress. You can do surveys and forms, email marketing, even do two-way SMS marketing. So you can actually send automatic text reminders. And we all know that people read their text way more than emails. You can book appointments, so replacing Calendly, workflow automations, like replacing Zapier. You can even produce your own courses and products. Track your calls to see how well you're doing for your sales calls or your cold calls. Reputation management, so improving people's Google reviews and improving their SEOs. You can track a lot of your analytics. And lastly, you've got some white labeled or gray labeled mobile app, which I'm not going to speak into this video because they're not really that important for us. Now, for all of that, on here, it's $297 a month. But in reality, the cheapest plan is actually $97 a month. And you can actually get all of these just minus the gray labeled and white labeled mobile app, as well as white labeling the software. Now, just for the software alone, at $97 a month, it's already crazy. Because if you remember before, ClickFunnels costs $97 a month as well. So essentially, I can pay the same price as I would pay for ClickFunnels, but if I were to buy Gohighlevel, I get a billion more things. And on top of that, as I mentioned before, you can import all of Iman's templates from ClickFunnels onto Gohighlevel directly. And I've got a whole YouTube channel teaching people how Gohighlevel works. I even have a free course to help people set up Gohighlevel as soon as they can as an agency and as well as a SaaS company within just 24 hours in the description below. Because using Gohighlevel has actually managed to give me an edge over my clients in the agency space. Because I'm no longer just running Facebook ads. By using Gohighlevel, I can offer so much more, such as giving them websites, giving them sale funnels. I can give them email marketing, surveys and forms, and SMS marketing. I can do this all with the software and even white label it saying, hey, this is actually my software. Lastly, I've made a bit of a summary for you guys. Your must-need softwares, in my opinion, are Google Suite and Gohighlevel. The softwares that you should get after your first client are Zoom and Loom. And lastly, you don't need Agency Flow, ClickFunnels, or Instantly. This is the most effective and cheapest way I've found to run my own agency. You guys can do your research, but this is something that helped me reach from 0 to 10K a month in just 1 year. So I must be doing something right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have, please leave a like and comment in the description below. It takes me hours to make these videos, so if you can just spend a few seconds to do that, I'd much appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.